Welcome to the broadcast. My name is John Mayfield, the real estate tech guy, and this is another episode for Global Real Estate School and my YouTube channel. Today I want to kind of continue on our last, we've been talking a lot about some of the questions from the property ownership section of the exam for the PSI exam. My last video, I was out in the field. I want to do more of those. Showed you a cell phone tower and on a property I have, and we talked about the bundle of legal rights and your right to lease a cell phone tower to a third party and collect income off of that. That's part of your bundle of legal rights. And remember, your rights run horizontally and vertically, so don't forget that. But I want to talk to you tonight about a question that you very well could see on the real estate examination. And it's a question about what holds the biggest, I want to say biggest weight, but it's probably not the correct terminology, but the question really is this: if there's a deed restriction that says you can or cannot do something, and there's a city ordinance that contradicts that, which takes priority, okay? And here's what you need to know for the exam. The most restrictive always takes precedence or priority. So a good example is this. If you purchase a piece of property, so you buy let's say you buy a small home that is on a busy main street and it's zoned commercial, and you want to put a beauty shop or perhaps a store, some type of office there because you think, hey, it's an older home, but it'd make a great location for my office. It's zoned commercial. I could put some parking in, great visibility, lots of traffic. This would be the ideal spot for my office. And again, the city says it's zoned for commercial real estate. But there's a deed restriction that says no commercial business ever allowed on the property. Must always be used for residential purposes. Remember, that's what we call fee simple defeasible. Fee simple defeasible. Fee simple absolute's the best type of ownership you can have. Nobody can tell you what to do with your property except for Uncle Pete. Remember, police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheat. I'm giving you tons of test questions here. So when you buy property in fee simple absolute or fee simple, it's yours. You can do whatever you want to with it. You get the bundle of legal rights. And no one can tell you what to do with your property except for Uncle Pete, who's Uncle Sam's brother, and those are the government rights, police power, the zoning ordinances, and taxation, and escheat. That's when you die without a will and without heirs. And then we also have eminent domain. That's when you take the government takes private property for public use. And three things have to be met there. Has to be due process of law, just compensation, and has to be for the good of the public. And we understand that the process is called condemnation, right? When they condemn property. So back to this scenario. You want to put an office. It's a great location. Lots of traffic. The city has zoned it commercial. And this is the ideal spot. However, the property in the deed says no commercial businesses ever allowed. You have to use it for residential purposes. And so the question is, which prevails? The most restrictive. So the deed restriction that says you cannot ever have commercial property there would prevail. So even though zoning says it's okay, even though the city says it's okay, you can't put a business there. Why? Because the most restrictive will always prevail. And that's an example of fee simple defeasible. There's a condition, right, that says, hey, it's your property, you can do whatever you want to with it. However, I'm putting some conditions on there for future use, and I'm putting those on the deed, and so the deed is more restrictive than the zoning, so it takes precedence. You're going to see that question on the exam, trust me. And when you read through all of this, just remind yourself that John said the most restrictive always takes precedent. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. That you've got a question right now, and you just have 99 more to get right. And if you go through our YouTube channel, I can probably come up with another good, at least another 75, but I bet I can give you more than that you can get correct. So you know what to do. You need to subscribe to this YouTube channel. You know, we are at 300. When I looked just before this, we're at 368. I want to get to 100,000. I want to blow past 100,000. And I know that's like, John, who are you kidding? You're at 368. I'm telling you what, the numbers are jumping up quickly, and that's exciting. So I know when I get to 1,000, we're going to really start going quick. And then when we get to 10,000, it'll probably be just overnight. We'll get to 100,000. We're going to do it. I believe it. If you're going into real estate, you got to have a positive attitude, right? You got to think big. And guess what? Students at Global Real Estate School get involved with my free coaching that I'm providing. We're starting this, launching this. So if you go through Global Real Estate School, you get coaching from me. This is my 42nd year in the real estate business. I've coached thousands of agents, and I'm going to help you not only pass the real estate exam, but have a great career as a real estate professional. And that's included with your course tuition. So yeah, you can shop around. There's some other courses out there, and they're good courses. I'm not going to say anything derogatory about my competition, but if you want to get my coaching included with your school, you got to go to Global Real Estate School. So subscribe to the channel. Be sure and go over to Global Real Estate School. Sign up for our classes. If we're not approved in your state, we've got some great study aids you can check out over there. And we've got an Instagram channel. We'd love for you to sign up for that. Subscribe to that. We're on Facebook. I even have an Amazon skill. How about that? So I love technology. I love marketing. And I love to help add value to real estate professionals' lives. So sign up, subscribe to this channel. Give us a 5-star. We've got a podcast as well. But hey, you want to watch more of my videos to help you pass the real estate exam. So I'm going to be quiet and remind you that whenever there's a deed restriction and a zoning ordinance, the most what? Good job. The most restrictive always prevails. Hey, for Global Real Estate School, I'm John Mayfield, the real estate tech guy. Go out and make it a great day.